Eagles snap a 22-year losing streak at the SCG by chalking up one of their most courageous, most memorable team wins of the 2021 season. On the road, mountain of injuries, struggling for form across all four quarters, but West Coast leaders stood tall and their youngsters contributed when they had to, coming away with a much-needed 22-point victory and their sixth straight over the Blues. Welcome to this week's episode of Eagle Review, which is proudly supported by Stake, of course. Stake lets you buy Uber shares as easily as you order Uber cars. Plus, they don't charge commission on trades. Not bad. Find Stake in the App Store. Tyson Beattie, apparently not here today. Public holiday in WA. Must be nice for some. I think the consensus from most West Coast fans this week was that while a victory probably seemed possible against a streaky Carlton, was more likely improbable with the abundance of injuries. I mean, in my time, 14 years at the club, I've never seen anything like this. It's now McGovern, Kennedy, Allen, Kelly, Shuey, Duggan, Witherden. They're no mugs. And then out of nowhere, you get Archie and Brander added to the medical tent. I mean, where did they come from? So the start was always going to be important. Set the tone on the road. Don't want to drop your heads early. You want to put the favourites on the back foot. And they succeeded, absolutely firing out of the gates. They booted the first 3 goals of the game, Darling with this awesome opener. Then the next, arguably from the most influential player on the ground, Liam Ryan. Adam Simpson said, saw all weekend. The flight, the captain's run, the warm-ups. Sounded like he had to be wheeled out of his room at the hotel just to go straight to the SCG. Will he be able to run out the game? Oh yeah, probably. He'll probably take the 3 votes as well. He's got 4 goals from 17 disposals, 8 score involvements. So a team high 6 inside 50s. He was the main target and then delivering it to others as well. Take a look at his Stake high flyer player index. So third game back from injury, a major spike in his price rise. Get on board. Stood up in a massive way. No JK, no Oscar. Still building towards full match fitness as well, remember. And oh yeah, just having a snag mark of the round with this sensational dangle. What a freak. Something like his 10th mark of the round nomination in his 4th season. Unbelievable. Carlton peg it back, but they're 3-6. The Blues, 9 scoring shots to 5. The Eagles, again, deadly with their accuracy and efficiency. For Carlton, so many gettable goals went begging. We'll see if that comes back to bite them. Right before the first break, however, this brutal blow for the Eagles' defence. All-Australian Brad Shepherd copping a game-ending head knock, trying to lay this tackle on Sard, who was basically unfazed by the incident. He would take no further part in the game. Thoughts out to Sheppy to make a speedy recovery, but he'll now miss the massive clash against the Tigers on Sunday night. Oh, livid. But the Blues, they were struck down in the same vein. Just 3 minutes later, as Coleman medal leader Harry Mackay had his head bounce off the SCG deck after this insane grab from Harry Edwards. You never want to see these kind of injuries on anyone, opposition included, but what a massive moment this was in the context of the game. Both medical subs activated in the second term. Jermaine Jones came in for his 12th game of the year, 5th as sub. That's a monster number. He provided immediate impact, booting 2 of his 3 goals successively in the second term. Had this creative snag in the square to take the lead, then marks this genuine Ryan Shank inside forward 50. Intentional? I'd say not on the replay, but the day he had, I'll probably tip my cap to Ryan. Knew what he was doing. So the Blues kept missing, and after half-time, both sides started to trade goals and momentum in this contest. It was then Carlton who got on a roll. Zach Williams putting them within a goal, jailing this snap with about 4 minutes remaining in the third, and Eagles fans started to get that feeling, that horrible deja vu from the past fortnight. Will they hold on? They've been quality till this point. Worst fourth quarter team in the league, all of that. The warning signs were hard to ignore. Then it goes back to the CBD. Yo, hacks it forward. Who else? Ryan, quality grab. Goes round the man on the mark, fires this ripper, steps up. And then Luke Foley, in his 3rd game of footy, gets the gaff feed, bangs this one through from 50 on the run. The boys get around him. 2 snags in red time, an absolute reverse what happened to us against the Bombers last week. So Foley, 3rd year at the club, been in good waffle form, had about a minute or so on the ground against the Hawks earlier in the year. He was one of 5 Eagles with under 10 games experience out there on Sunday afternoon. In fact, the club's 5 inclusions yielded a total of 52 games, and 39 of them was from Zach Langdon, who did manage his career best 20 disposals, thanks for coming. But the side's outs equaled 473 games combined experience. That is just insane. So you got to look to the leaders, and the backline was well marshalled by their premiership skipper, Shannon Hearn. He's finding form too as well, coming back from those calf setbacks. He had 10 touches in the last term. That is leadership. Barris held his own really well, supported by youngster Harry Edwards. With Shep going down, they defended really well, and they used the ball effectively and efficiently. Cold at 100%. Rotham and Edwards over 90. That's just elite. But it all meant nothing because the game was still on the balance in the final quarter. Then the Blues goal within 30 seconds. This miraculous little tightrope effort from Eddie Betts. Gut check time for the Eagles. Who's going to lead the way? And of course, it was the midfield. 2 A-graders down, we all know they had a monster conclusion as well as a sizable footprint on this game. Sheed, a good debate whether he's going to get the coaches' votes over Ryan. 32 of the best, 10 in the last. Gaffey, 30 touches, 8 in the last. And Redden, 10 in the last of his 22. Loved his 10 tackles, by the way. Had to get down and dirty. Yo had some massive moments. Second up record, massive tick. Most pressure acts of anyone on the ground was a big contributor to our plus 23 contested ball count. And Nick Nat, skipper for the first time in his 195 game career, he was a monster. Led the way, 9 clearances, 5 inside 50s, 11 contested touches. After quarter time, the side won 2 out of every 3 centre bounces, and he's the fair reason why. 75% time on ground, he won the toss. It was his day, coming up Millhouse big time. And it couldn't have been scripted any better for this bloke, the debutant. Son of a gun, Luke Edwards, Simo said post-game, makes great decisions with the footy, didn't get overawed by the speed of the game. Have the Eagles got a bit of a steal at pick 52? Well, time will tell on that one. But his 15 disposals from limited time on ground was quality. And he had enough Gatorade soaked in that jumper that he could sniff it next week to stay hydrated. Also, some of the defensive work from the Eagles was sublime to watch, and it's the little things that matter. Let's go have a look at this. Mark Murphy, 30 metres out, this casual snap. I'm marking that down as a certain goal. You know who isn't? Josh Rotham. Massive save. Fast forward second term. Natanui performs this smother. No stat for that, but there is for this look-away handball to Gaff. Arguably the best ball user in the side, and he shows you exactly why. Nails that. Got about 15 of those in his career highlight reel I could show you. Then the All-Australian winger. He's impacting again. Smothers this Nick Newman ball on the goal line. Gives it to Ryan. Extends the lead. They are 3 pivotal smothers, either costing or providing 3 snaggers. It's time for the roast. Thanks to Steak. Let's get stuck in. Xavier O'Neill slotted this brilliant running goal in the 4th, the final goal of the game. But when your teammates takes mark of the round, try and bag the shot when he passes it to you. Just a little side note. Now, Nick Nat should have been on the podium with him. This would have been goal of the round for sure. The running barrel out of the middle, and then big fella Bailey Williams, no interest in the shepherd on the goal line. Just a mini roast there. Then Sard, he misses his attempt. He's run all the way from Melbourne to the SCG to finish this one. Smashes the woodwork. Another point of the day contender. Petruccelli's set shot. I think he must have shined half the ball because that's got a ton of outswing on it. Out on the drum. Shannon Hearn didn't see the Demogorgon lurking in the shadows here. Surely this is one of his worst kickouts in about 300 games. But this is testament to the great man. How's his next pass? Balks the handball. Sets up this cracker Sheed goal. Oh, that's sublime. Good recovery there from Bunga. Speaking of roast redemptions, Andrew Gaff's handballed it into Zach Langdon's back, I reckon here. Pretty amateur stuff. But the follow-up, that's a snap pass going 40 metres to a leading player. A degree of difficulty out of this world. All right, round the grounds real quickly. Demons Lions on a Friday night. Lever using his head with the best of them there. No good at all. Thomas's goal in Adelaide. Now the Chief Health Officer sending the absolute fear of God into the crowd. Don't touch that dirty, dirty ball. And this bloke says, nah, too dangerous for me. Great humour all round there. Wilson for the Dockers. That is a dead set shot to his Jats crackers there for his Bulldogs opponent. I don't think cups are being worn at AFL level these days, but that is not on. Also, what's going on in the Northern Territory? Well, fair chance of signing a petition to make that the new goal signal moving forward. That is an absolute cracker. But the winner! Who do you reckon?